What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is officially Friday. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic start to your day. Here we go. And I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Let me go ahead and kick my camera on. Hey, everybody, it's Ernest Enriquez with Lead Magnet. I just want to start out and say I have 20 spots available now. We just expanded and opened up some slots. If you're looking for done-for-you service marketing, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you put your business on a rocket ship. So if you're a real estate agent watching this and you're struggling to generate your own leads or you're paying high ticket prices for lead generation, reach out to me. Let's get you dialed in and set up today. We got a couple spots, and more than a couple spots, ready to roll. But I digress. Today, I want to talk about Friday's winners. So far, what we have going, and I'm going to show you my ads here that we have running. But basically, Fridays are for winners if you don't know that. Because if you want to see some successful ads that we're running, go ahead and check and peep this out. So basically, what we are running is we are running an ad targeting keywords. So these keywords are things like, let me see if I can share this here. But these keywords are things like San Antonio homes for sale. Sorry, I'm a little sidetracked here, but San Antonio homes for sale. We're also looking at, ads that are running for keyword searches. So basically what Google Ads does, if you're looking for a warmer intent lead, let me share my screen here. I was going to show you the ads section there, but I don't want to show you that entire screen, unfortunately. So what a Google does is they actually have keyword searches. So if somebody goes to Google and types in San Antonio homes for sale, you can see all of these sponsored ads. Yes, and these are sponsored ads, meaning that agents are paying, or these companies are paying money to have their ads placed at the top of these search pages, right? So whenever somebody types in those keywords, these companies have basically placed bids to appear at the top of those results. So as a realtor, this can really stand out to you, because if you want to go ahead and make sure that you stand out amongst everybody typing in San Antonio homes for sale, we can create you a pretty specific targeted advertisement that advertises to those keyword searches. So you could do things like San Antonio homes for sale. You could do things like San Antonio houses for sale. You could do things like relocating to San Antonio. You could also, if you're an apartment specialist, do like San Antonio apartments for rent, right? Just really just depends on your tailored niche. But you want to make sure that you understand what you're running. A lot of these companies are basically kind of copy and paste, not to bash them, but they are copy and paste. So you're running the same exact ad setup as somebody else, meaning that your ads look identical to everybody's in those lists. So what happens oftentimes is when you run ads that are in similarity to another advertiser in your area, you're basically competing for clicks, and you're basically looking a little redundant there. So what we've done is we've changed this up so that our ad looks completely different in almost all scenarios. And I say that because there isn't in the algorithm for Google campaigns, there isn't a specific title or way to write your ad that will make it stand out more or less. It's a kind of an accumulation of everything. So does your title match your description, and does your description match what's on your actual page, right? So it's not that you're just going to put San Antonio homes for sale in the title and boom, magically you appear at the top of those search engines. You have to be strategic. It has to all kind of flow together. So what you're going to do, and what we're doing, is we're mixing it up, right? You can run different variations on the ad sets itself. So you could also pin specific words. So if we look at one of these advertisers' ads, you could see, for example, it says like San Antonio homes for sale or homes for sale San Antonio. Let me scroll all the way up to the top here. If we look at like new homes in San Antonio from the 160s, you could actually pin that first phrase right here as your initial, or as your the location, right? I can pin that in the number 1 spot and pin from 160s into the number 2 spot. You could also have Google kind of dynamically change it just depending on what's going to get you a better response rate. You could also see things like San Antonio, Texas homes for sale listings updated every 5 minutes. This is actually a really good way to run ads, and most Google advertisers would agree because you're not putting and filling it with a bunch of links. Like you could see how some of these people put their location. They also put like numbers and stuff like that, and it kind of just derails the eyes a little bit from the ultimate goal, which is to get you to click on the link. And I'm not going to click on these links because I don't want to charge these guys, but you can basically set up these ads to be strategic, right? I could also go and change this to be San Antonio houses for sale because ultimately we don't know. Well, you might not know, I know, but they don't know. As an advertiser, you don't understand what the keyword searches are going to be, right? So you could see how that actually changes the results up a little bit. We no longer get that Lennar Homes up here, which just means that they're not placing a bid on those keyword searches. Now, you're not just putting keywords. It's not like you're just going to go download a laundry list of keywords like for homes for sale. Don't do that. That's absolutely not the right way or the strategic way to do this. What you want to do is be very, very specific, right? So inside of Google, and again, I would show you this, but inside of Google, you have the ability to do a broad match. So for example, if I wanted it to be any of these words, I would do a broad match, right? So that means that they can type in for sale, they can type in San Antonio houses, whatever variation they type in, my ad may or may not appear just depending on my bid strategy at the top of that rank, right? You could also do things like an exact phrase match, meaning that you can go in and say they exactly have to type in this search keyword in order for my ad to appear. And then you could also do like a phrase match, meaning that as long as it says a variation of those words or keywords, your ad appears. Now, inside of Google, once that starts happening, you're going to notice that Google places your ads, and I don't know why they do this, but they place your ads on searches that you haven't even input. So sometimes they'll put like Zillow San Antonio, or sometimes they'll put like cheap houses San Antonio. It's up to you. And this is where an ad management company like myself comes in to go in there and make sure that you're deleting or adding those into a negative keyword search so that your ads aren't appearing on those searches, because those are wasteful clicks if you don't, in fact, want to deal with like renters or anything like that, right? So these are just some strategies that you can leverage when setting up your Google ads that you need to implement. The other thing that I was mentioning is that you could see how this one has a ton of site links, right? These are called site links, meaning that if I were to click one, it would take me to a different area. But look at the redundancy here. Price just reduced, price just reduced. This is why I don't run site links on my ads. This is exactly why I would just run a regular search ad to get them to go to that ultimate or to get them to go to that page that I want them to go to, right? And that's going to be a search in San Antonio. Now, once you start doing this, you're going to notice that Google gives you what's called as an ad quality. Ad quality basically is an accumulation of all of your, it's an accumulation of all of your kind of ad, right? So the link you're sending them to, what's on that page. Google has what they call our crawlers, and they're going to crawl these links that you're sending them to. That's how they're able to basically say whether or not your ad is in violation of their policy, because they can crawl your website basically and see what resources and what it's referencing. So if I'm advertising San Antonio homes for sale, but I'm sending them to like St. Petersburg, Florida, or whatever it might be, I'm not going to have a good ad rank, or I'm not going to have a good ad quality. So title, description, keywords, and your href redirect link, those are all the 4 key components that Google's looking at when giving you an ad quality. So if you're looking at setting up Google pay-per-click ads, be sure to absolutely make sure you know what you're doing. If not, hand it over to guys like me who can actually go ahead and get that done for you and set up and managed on your part. So that is Google ads. I want to also talk about some Facebook ads. Again, today is Fridays for winners. I'm going to give you some really, really useful content that's going to help you go set up successful ads. This is a catalogs ad that we're actually running where we're capturing Facebook lead forms. You can see my lead cost has gone up from about $1 to $1.80. And that's mainly because I've implemented conditional logic into my lead form. So basically what that means is for this user here, they're going to go through a specific and unique step process, meaning that if they answer a question a specific way, they're taken down a different path. So, for example, just to show you what that looks like, when we go into a lead form, you're able to go into these questions and they have conditional logic. So, are you looking to buy a home? Are you interested in talking to a lender about down payment assistance? Yes or no? Do you know your budget, and how soon are you looking to actually buy? Right. So, we're asking these questions to the engager. They're going through this process and they're of course answering them and giving us those details, and then we have those for reference so that when we reach out and so forth. This also helps mitigate getting leads that are looky-loos. I say that because looky-loos are leads who just click submit or see listings now, because basically what's going to happen is you're going to get them, reach out to them, and they're going to be like, no, I'm not interested. I just wanted to see properties. So by having this conditional logic in your forms, you're able to basically go ahead and ask those qualifying questions up front. So you're weeding through the kind of the riffraff, right? The looky-loos and so forth. You could also have this be redirected. So for example, if they were a renter, I don't want them to go through this lead form. However, I do still want them to go to my website so that I can continue to retarget them. So that way in the future, if they do ever become a buyer, I can go ahead and still be in front of them and be top of mind. So what happens when they click on rent is it actually takes them to a end page. They're qualified as a non-lead, but they can go ahead and still go to my website and view those rentals as they please, right? So I don't want to actually capture them just yet because they're not ready. You can implement this in however fashion you want. I'm going strictly for buyer leads. And so far, you could see this ad has generated about 39 leads at an average cost of about $1.80 with about 5,000 impressions. And you can see here's our quality ad rank. And expect no less from Lead Magnet. So above average, and above average. So we are actually annihilating our competition here in San Antonio with our digital marketing. And in fact, over the last over the lifetime of this, you can see our average cost, right? So 478 new leads, $1.05. And this ad actually kick-started off in April, beginning of April. Right. So it's about 120, 125 leads a month so far that we're generating at about $1, only at $8 a day in ad revenue, right? Or ad spend. So $8 a day in ad spend. So if you're looking to set up a baller ad campaign like this, again, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help you get this baller ad set up and rolling for you in your ads account. The last thing I want to mention here is a lot of you have expressed interest in ChatGPT. ChatGPT is awesome. So if you head over to chat.openai.com, this is ChatGPT. You can go ahead and log in here. But ChatGPT is a really cool user AI interface that you can leverage in order to basically do searches and create chats, right? So you can create chats. You can do all sorts of fun stuff, right? So you can go in here and do like San Antonio homes for sale. You can create yourself emails. You can create yourself SMSs. This is a really, really cool solution for you to be able to leverage in your real estate business. So I can go into here, for example, and say, I am a real estate agent creating Facebook ad towards home buyers looking to buy in San Antonio. And then you can give it a command to write me the Facebook ad copy, right? And then this will essentially give you the details, right? So it's going to write me a description here, searching for your new home in San Antonio. Look no further. As a trusted real estate agent, I'm here to guide you every step of the way, right? And then we could actually take this and put it into our Facebook post and so forth. The main thing here that I want to highlight and be really transparent with is that you have to actually give it a specific detailed command. Meaning that I want Facebook ad copy, right? So here is another kind of alternative or way you could do this, right? Let's say you got a fresh new listing and you need to write a listing description. You can go through and write a super long descriptive prompt to give it so that it gives you a listing description. Or the alternative solution is to leverage a tool like Listing Describer, which enables you to go ahead and create these automatically. So for example, check this out. When we go into our dashboard, right, I can go into my dashboard. Here's my listings. I could also go into my listings here, and I can go into add. And then basically, once I go into add here, I'm going to select an image, and we're going to give this seller a name. So let's just say Joe or John Doe. This is active. You can input all their details if you want. It's not mandatory. But let's just show you how this actually works. So we can go ahead and put in the address, right? So San Antonio, Texas, 78247, 3-bed, 3-bath. And we can go ahead and put in features. So in-ground pool, gated community. You could also go ahead and say things like new HVAC and so forth, right? And then you can go ahead and put in the price here. And what this does for you is if you have a fresh new listing, you can see it's added it to my listings there. Basically, what it's going to do is it's going to actually create me a description. So here in about 5 to 10 seconds, it will give me all of these details. So it puts it on a map for me, makes it look really nice. You can see there's my description. This stunning 3-bed, 3-bath home in the desirable Arcadia Park neighborhood of San Antonio offers a luxurious, comfortable lifestyle from the moment you enter. You can see how it gave me that description. Now I can just go ahead and easily copy and paste this, put it into my MLS, as long as it's compliant. Of course, you always want to proofread these and so forth. You can also have this create me an email subject. So click of a button, boom, uses all that description that you've inputted, creates an email subject. I can now go ahead and copy and paste this and go ahead and mass email this out to all of my leads in my database. There's also the listing blog, right? So if I want to create a listing blog for this property on my website, I can go ahead and click on create blog. And in less than 30 seconds, you're going to have a really beautiful outlined listing blog that you can actually take that is SEO optimized onto your dashboard and plug it into like your KV Core, your Chime, or that property page that you're creating for it. So you can go ahead and create listing blogs. You could also have this create your Facebook ad copy. So now that I got this fresh listing, I'm going to go ahead and create a Facebook ad for it. Right. So there is my listing blog. This is absolutely game changer. And then also I'm going to have my Facebook ad copy. Welcome to your dream home. This 3-bed, 3-bath house in San Antonio is perfect place to call home with an in-ground pool and gated community. You'll be living the life of luxury. Plus, brand new HVAC ensures a comfortable environment all year round. So you can go ahead and copy that and then go ahead and take that to your listing. This also does AI seller scripts. So if you're looking to have and you're stuck, right? So you want to write a seller script. So you'll give this a name. And you could say you're maybe advertising to pre-foreclosures, right? And you can go ahead and write this prompt. I am calling pre-foreclosures to see if they would want to not be in default and sell their property while they can. Write me a email. Boom. All right. There's my subject. Now, when I go into here in a moment, since I clicked submit, it's actually creating me that script. There it is. We understand that you're facing a foreclosure situation. We would like to help. We can offer you an alternative option to not be in default and sell your property while you still have the chance. If there's something you're interested in, please contact us as soon as possible to discuss the options available to you. Look forward to hearing from you. So super, super cool, right? And then you could also use ChatGPT in here. So you can go into there and use ChatGPT. But this is just a fun little tool. If you want access to this, go ahead and comment the word listing describer or comment down below. Let's get you some access to it. I believe it only starts at as little as about $12.99 a month, and you can have access to all these cool tools. And it's really kind of laid out nicely for you. So it also has task creator and so forth. But I'm showing you this because if you have that listing, right now that you have that listing, I got my description. I'm going to copy this description and I can go ahead and use it to start creating my Facebook ad for that single property. So I can start advertising that single property with photos or video, whatever it might be. I have a really nice engaging description that was created for me. You no longer have to come up with the words or the text. You can just feed listing describer all of the details about that property, and then it'll do the rest for you. So super, super, super simple. This is episode 4. So as we go, of course, we're going to get these more targeted, more strategized, and have more of more of an itinerary per se to work off of. So if you have any questions, again, go ahead and comment those down below wherever you're watching this, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Go ahead and comment those down below. Let's get those answered. Again, my name is Ernest Enriquez with Lead Magnet. If you need any help setting up your ads, reach out to us. You can see our realtor page there scrolling across the bottom. Or if you want to, you could also go ahead and text the phrase or the word down below as well. So you'll see that ticker there at the bottom. Go ahead and text the word lead gen to 210-864-1174 to start growing your real estate business today. Let's get you on a rocket ship and start maximizing your opportunities and getting you some actual leads, not just get you contacts, right? Let's get you some leads that are looking to buy. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a great Father's Day weekend. We'll be back on Monday at 9 a.m. again. And we'll have some more fun, cool content for you lined up. Have a great day, everybody.